What's up guys, Pitmarshed here. Just wanted to do a little video on the Battlefront beta. Seems to be getting a lot of negativity. Even before the beta came out, it was getting a lot of negative responses and stuff from YouTubers and social media, and it kind of had me worried. But the game is solid. I've been playing it straight for about 2 days now. Absolutely love it. The beta, like I say, it's a beta, but it's pretty much like a demo. I mean, the game's coming out next month. So you got missions, which is like, I think that's battles, which is like, I don't know what that is, but you've got survival, which is cooperative, and then you got your multiplayer, and these are the things. I don't know if this is everything that's going to be in the final game, or if this is just a little taste. But you got drop zone, which is kind of like King of the Hill, Walker Assault, which is what we're going to play now. I absolutely love Star Wars, and I absolutely love Star Wars Battlefront, amongst other Star Wars games. But Battlefront was I thought it was a great war simulator for its time. Battlefront 1 and 2 came out on the PlayStation 2 and also on the original Xbox, and then it kind of went off for a bit. Totally missed out on a generation. Then when it got announced, obviously the new movies coming out this year. Everyone's Star Wars mad this year. It's brilliant. Absolutely love Star Wars. Is probably my favourite movie of all time, favourite saga, favourite movie. One of my favourite movies of all time is Return of the Jedi. So when I found out they were doing a free beta, I got really excited, because I was like, right, well, we'll get to actually play it and see if what everyone else has been moaning about is true. So we'll jump in a second, but this is kind of like, that's unlocked. You're not going to be able to change the appearance of your player. There's 4 guns you can pick from. Something that GameSpot said that everyone was using the same gun. Not exactly true. You got a sniper rifle, a blaster, a heavy blaster, and then an all-rounder. Then you got start cards, this is just what's on the beta. There probably will be more. Thermal detonator, a sniper rifle, perk for your iron shot, a personal shield, which is you can use, jetpack, iron grenade, and then you can pick 3 things to take into battle with you. And 1 trait as well. So we're going to just jump in and go with the blaster, and we'll just jump straight into Hoth. That is what you've got to do. I'm not going to explain it. It says it on the screen. Now, one of the things that people are moaning about the most, what I noticed was the fact that these ATA walkers that are walking slowly towards the destination, they are basically walking to one side of the map to try and take out the shields. We are rebels, and as rebels we've got to try and stop them from getting to the shield, which is a hard task to do. So we're at a disadvantage. I'm assuming that when you play on Endor, the Empire will be at a disadvantage, because they've got the Ewoks and stuff like that. I'm not too sure, but anyway. So the EA came out and said that you're not going to be able to drive these ATA walkers. You're going to be able to sit in them and use the guns and the cannons and rockets and stuff, but you're not going to be able to drive them like a tank in Battlefield or anything like that. And loads of people were kicking off about this and going mental. And after playing the game, I wasn't going mental about it. I didn't actually think, it was a game spoiler. But after playing it and after controlling one of these ATA walkers, I actually find that I kind of see why they've done that. I mean, this whole game mode is on time limit, and when them big walkers get to our shield generator, that's the game over. So we're on a time limit to try and stop them. They're on full attack. Now, if you were to give full control to one of these things to somebody in the world, they would be turning around on the spot. They would be trying to turn around and fight. There'd be some idiot controlling it. It would be absolutely chaos. It would be awful. The sheer size of them, because it's to scale, is fantastic, and you actually feel like you're in a Star Wars battle. And to fight alongside one and see them moving, they're not moving too fast. They're just moving at a nice pace. And like I say, you can still get in, and you can still get in and use them, So I didn't understand why people were kicking off about that. Another thing that people were kicking off about was saying that it's too casual. which is, I suppose, is kind of true in a way. But I think a lot of people, well, I think that not all of the people that are criticising it, but majority, or if not most of the people that are criticising it, have never played a Battlefront game. To me, this feels exactly like Battlefront. When I flip into third person, that feels even more like Battlefront, because Battlefront was always in third person. They've only added first person because first person games have actually took off in a big way since then. But I think it's a great game. So people are saying it's too casual. It is a pick up and play game. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. Oh shit, there's Vader. He's gonna kill me. Oh, killed by Vader. But anyway, a lot of people saying it's too casual. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's not as complex as, say, Call of Duty or Battlefront. You can't add attachments to guns. That was another thing people were complaining about. But, you know, what would you honestly add to a blaster? Would you put a flashlight on it? Would you put a silencer on it? It's ridiculous. It's Star Wars, you know, for fuck's sake. You know, think about what you're saying. But yeah, the casual thing, it is a casual game. I think it is quite casual. That's not a bad thing. There'll be people that like Star Wars, that love Star Wars, but are really shit at computer games and not massively into gaming. I don't think this should be locked off to people that are just exclusively massively into gaming. I think you should be able to just pick up and play this game. It is easy to play. The controls aren't hard. I've just picked up an A-wing. That's another. My dad could play this game. It's just one of these games where you jump in and you play and you feel like you're in Star Wars. That is it. That is the basis of the game. And that, to be honest, is all I wanted from this game. And that is what they've delivered on. The graphics are amazing. The gameplay is fantastic. I'll show you some of the ship mechanics. But the whole casual thing, everyone was complaining, saying it's too casual and all this, and I just didn't understand that either. I don't think there's anything wrong with it being casual. It's just a fun game to play. I've just watched a video about GameSpot, and there was 3 guys that had played it, and they were all just sat there bashing it, saying that the flight mechanics were shit. And it was just like, oh god, you know, it's a beta. We should be thanking them for giving us a beta. And I might be probably a little bit biased here because I am a big Star Wars fan and a big Battlefront fan, but it's just annoying to see a game that hasn't even hit the shelves yet to get so much negativity spewed all over it, and it's probably going to affect the review scores, and it's probably going to affect people's. But I'm glad that they brought a beta out. Really glad that they brought a beta out, because it's just put my mind at ease totally. There will be more stuff to unlock. You can pick up stuff on the battlefield, like I've just picked up a rocket launcher there. You can pick up a heroes, like to be Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, and they've made that so people can't hog it. That spawns on the map randomly, and you can only hold it for 10 seconds. So you've got if you pick up a heroes token, you've got 10 seconds to use it. So that means, you know, if you don't use it within 10 seconds, it's going to spawn back onto the battlefield, and somebody else can use it. But I think it's a great game. I think it's a fantastic game, and I would be quite happy if this came out tomorrow like this. Like I say, we don't know a lot about the other game modes. I know there is a team deathmatch mode. I know there is different planets you can play on. I think that other people are worried. People are worried about, is there enough maps? But if you think about it, there wasn't really a lot of major battles in the original trilogy, but they've already said that you can pretty much you're gonna be able to get into any movie vehicle that you've seen in the films. But the graphics, I mean, the detail, the amount of effort that's gone into this, it's just amazing. It's just one of the most impressive, immersive Star Wars experiences I've ever played. I think it's fantastic. But who's it going to appeal to? Is it going to appeal to hardcore gamers like who play Battlefield and Call of Duty? Probably not. Probably find it too easy. Is it going to appeal to people that just want to pick up and have a bit of fun? Yeah, it's probably going to appeal to them a bit more. That's what I'm getting it for. I mean, I'm big on Battlefield. Battlefield, I prefer Battlefield to Call of Duty, but I do like Call of Duty as well. That was another thing that people were saying as well. That it's just Star Wars Battlefield, but it's not. I kind of thought that it maybe would be. The way it was like shown and the fact that it had the dice engine and all that sort of stuff. But the only thing that's really Battlefield about it is the dice engine and the fact that you can switch from first person to third person. You can play in first person like Battlefield, and maybe some of the game modes are variations of Battlefield simulator, Battlefield modes. But other than that, I don't think it's a Battlefield game at all. I think it plays like a Battlefront game. You know, if you're going into this game expecting it to be like Battlefield, you'll be disappointed. It's not Battlefield. I know, and I think that just because Battlefront sounds similar to Battlefield, that's another reason that people have kind of like been saying, "Oh yeah, it's just like Battlefield," you know. But it's not true. I mean, I think it's like a Star Wars game. It's totally like a Star Wars game. It's a Star Wars game I think I've always wanted as a kid. And I think maybe a lot of people that are giving it a hard time haven't played a Battlefront game, that are maybe newcomers to gaming, and maybe their first console was an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3, and they're kind of like moaning because it didn't have a single player campaign. If people are moaning that this hasn't got a single player campaign, they haven't played Battlefront. Battlefront has never had a single player campaign, and I don't think it ever should have a single player campaign. It is heavily multiplayer based. This is fantastic. I mean, what's going on now. TIE fighters flying around, A-wings flying around, ITA walkers flying about, walking around. Just absolutely phenomenal. A lot of fun to play. Definitely going to be getting it. I'm very close to pre-ordering, but I'm holding off in case they're bringing out a collector's edition, because I do think that this could have a really good collector's edition. But amazing. I find myself just playing it sometimes, just stopping and being like, wow. Or something will happen, and it's just like, oh my god. But, you know, and that's the thing that annoys me at the moment about games. Games that come out now, you know, they're getting criticised before they're even on the shelves. Which is a shame. The only bad thing that I would say about it is the fact that I don't really like the mini-map in the bottom left, and I don't like how the partying system works. You've got a space there, that's me, Pimp My Shed, and then you've got a partner you can invite in who you can essentially spawn on, and then you've got people in your party. That should be a bit bigger, the people you can have in your party, so you can spawn on different people, like maybe a squad of 4, like Battlefield. But then it would be even more like Battlefield, so I've just contradicted myself there. But I like it. I think it's great. It's not hard to play. It's not too easy to play. Find myself dying a lot, getting killed a lot. The GameSpot team was saying, why put a sniper rifle in the game? But why not? Why not put a sniper rifle in the game? Just got 2 headshots. You know, maybe I missed that one, but still worth putting in. The level design's fantastic. The music is absolutely fantastic. The snow effects are absolutely brilliant. The weapons are cool. You feel like you're playing a Star Wars game. I just don't understand what people wanted. I'm 100% sold on it. I think it's going to be fantastic. And we just got beaten. So yeah, that is the free beta. It's available till Monday. I'm definitely going to pick this up. This game isn't going to get Game of the Year. It could be my Game of the Year. But for what I've played, this Hoth mode is amazing. It's totally sold me on the game. I'm definitely going to pre-order it. Like I say, I'm going to hold out and see if there's going to be a collector's edition. Don't know why people are complaining about it. I think people just like to get onto the internet now and just moan about stuff before it's even out. I mean, it's a beta. Fair enough. It's out in a month, and everyone's saying it's not really a beta, it's a demo. But they are halfway through the beta. They are saying they are giving people a questionnaire and giving people an opinion and wanting feedback. So they've got a month to change stuff and certain things. So we'll just have to see. But definitely going to get it. Absolutely made up with it. Absolutely can't wait for it. It feels like a Battlefront game. It's been the Battlefront game that I've wanted. A lot of the decisions, like not being able to control the ATA walkers, is small potatoes. When you actually get in one and control one, and you're shooting, you kind of realise that Oh yeah, the only thing that they do in the movie is walk in a straight line anyway.